Yeah. Yeah, but like we're gonna finish where we left off. I just want to get this motherfucker shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to where we left off. But you already know what it is. We gotta start off with some music. Let's see how it is. Hope everything is going cool. Let's go.
Idiocracy became real life. Truman Show is my real life. I'm Neo, that red pill, it ruined my life. They praying for our demise. Even an angel not above falling. Conspiracy theorists, I think that's my calling. Reporting live from the Civil War. I'm reporting. With my eyes wide shut, Illuminati wanna see us all in a coffin. Beef and vendetta and vigilantes, yeah, we all revolting.
I think I'm entitled. You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Dodger Mazdas in Dark City. Nigga just be real with try to fuck with me like Resident Evil experiments. Gonna pull the guns out and kill the quick. The demolition man ain't scared of shit. Something finished with the case, you prepare for this. I roll by, can you see the microchips? Play the nigga forehead over your wrist. They ain't got the nigga live, they be watching shit. Put a single spy weird on device shit. People say a nigga doctor with no licenses. Got an M&AK for decisive hits. Like watchdog, taking your device to whip. Make you crash to a motherfucking building, bitch. Pop the clip in the blick and click bow. Overkill a nigga, they hit a remote round. Hurricane split in the flames is profound. Why these people tripping on gender and pronouns? What about the homeless and government shutdowns? For the government, we shooting them all down. Just like the Matrix, bitch, amazing flips. Shoot you in the face, you bitch, the case dismissed. Send it to the grave, the bitch, they can't convict. I'm the motherfucker from the ancient myths that came to rip. Body support from the start in the Hunger Games. Yeah, you bitches from run for. So the record straight, these niggas ain't on call. White House down, we killing them all, dog.
Idiocracy became real life. Truman Show is my real life. I'm Neo, that red pill, it ruined my life. They praying for our demise. Even an angel not above falling. Conspiracy theorists, I think that's my calling. Reporting live from the Civil War, I'm recording. With my eyes wide shut, Illuminati wanna see us all in a coffin. Beef and vendetta and vigilantes, yeah, we all revolting.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
All right, cool. Wow, y'all put that, but y'all don't want to put the only solution is revolution. Ain't that a bitch? I'm gonna try to put it in there again. The only solution is revolution. That's probably why y'all do it. Damn. I can't even type the shit in the motherfucking chat. Ain't that a bitch? But best believe I will screenshot it. I will screenshot that. And I'm gonna screenshot. I'm gonna screenshot this. Oh my god, what the fuck? They don't not want to let me put in the chat the only solution is revolution. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a motherfucking bitch? But on my secondary phone, I can see it clearly. Now let me put in another thing. Let me put in some fire emojis. I bet the fire emojis show up on my main phone. Whoop, fire emojis. But it don't want to say the only solution is revolution. They don't want to say the only solution is revolution. And they threw the motherfucking symbol next to my chat. This is bullshit. But anyway, let's get back to where we left off so we can finish this on now so I get up out of here.
The CEO, mind you, makes $16 million a year. He did that for all of us. We benefit from his active resistance in what is a class war that more working class folks need to acknowledge. Starvation wages are a form of violence on a human being's body. Lighting a warehouse on fire, that's a message. And that company should be grateful. The message was just to inanimate objects. Resistance shows up in a lot of ways. I'm not advocating for violence, but just know that violence is being inflicted on us.
You let them convince you that burning down a warehouse is violence, but building an AI data center in a poor community's backyard that poisons the fucking air that they breathe, paying employees poverty wages, denying people life-saving medical care, letting people be unhoused and starving on the street. That right there is just the cost of doing business. Why do poor and working class people love
they don't
to
want
die
to put all these
defending the
solutions
very
in
same
resolution.
system that will never defend them?
They do
The
not
very
want to
same
put it
system
there,
that
bro.
keeps them miserable and poor. The truth
This is
is, human life
crazy.
will always be more valuable than a company's profit margins.
Now, even if you disagree with their conclusion about violence being a necessity, how could you argue against the points that they're making? Because it is undeniable that the traditional methods of political change are no longer viable. I mean, the No Kings protests, I think that they're still useful for organizing and making connections with your community, but they've produced zero policy changes. The George Floyd protests, the largest movement around the world ever, perhaps, led to zero policy concessions. In fact, the call for defund the police has been met with widespread mockery and denunciation, and police budgets around the country are bigger than ever. So, like, you kind of can't argue with what they're saying, because what they're saying is grounded in reality. The American system itself was the result of a violent rebellion. So what they're saying, it seems like taboo, because we're told that the system is legitimate and violence against it is illegitimate. But what they're saying, just try to argue against it. Now, look, because I'm a responsible political commentator, let me just say that I unequivocally condemn violence, and longtime viewers know that I am not a fan of violence, especially violence against private property. I actually care more about private property than human life. So make note of that for any of the haters watching who want to criticize me. But putting that aside, and on the
Noted.
the ruling
Fucking noted. Yep. This is what pisses me off. And my phone already called me before I do it. This is what pissed me off. What pisses me off is y'all trying to make revolutionary content or talk about the revolution, and y'all not even down for the fucking cause. That's the shit that pisses me off. You can hear it in their voice. You can see it in their eyes. You can speed up the video or slow it down. You can still hear the frequency of them being a bitch. But y'all want to talk about revolution. Now, I have a fucking theory, conspiracy theory, crazy conspiracy theory, probably because I'm thinking the world revolves around me. When it comes to what I'm about to say. I've been talking about revolution since I got on YouTube 6 years ago. I have my channel nuked. I was getting strikes left and right, age restrictions left and right, copyright. And every time I see this shit sometimes. So I'm like, and on Facebook, in and out of Facebook jail. As a matter of fact, I think I'm on my 4th Facebook channel. And have not let me went live on Instagram. I think it's going on 4 years now. I got a second channel that will let me go live on. Like, what the fuck? It's because it's connected to my same email, because I think I got a different email. I'm not really sure. They got rid of my X account, and they got rid of 6 of my TikToks. And all I've been talking about was revolution this, revolution that. But these motherfuckers can have a platform of saying revolution, but they gotta come from a standpoint is I'm non-violent. But let me talk about revolution. Fuck out of here. If you're a pacifist, don't talk about this shit. But no, this is for the clicks and fucking views. I don't do this for clicks and views. I do this to get the message out. And whoever grabbed that message, Viva la Revolution. I'll see you on the battlefield. We're going to take these evil motherfuckers out from government to parliament. You feel me? Shit is wild. But we got to motherfucking stand up and fight. But what I don't like is pacifists talking about revolution. And y'all supposed to be non-violent. Y'all supposed to motherfucker be strictly all about peace. You're like they're supposed to be on a motherfucking platform if they're talking about violence. You're not supposed to indulge in it because it's not the energy for you. If you're nonviolent, you're supposed to be in nonviolent energy. Peace, love, harmony, stay in that frequency. Me, I'm chaos. And the light. I've known to balance. It's all about balance. Overcoming fear, gaining courage. This is all my message is all about. Overcome your fear and gain your courage. Know thyself, know thy enemy. And then proper preparation prevents poor performance. Engage. Observe, adapt, and overcome. You feel me? Motherfuckers think I'm crazy. No, I've been talking about this revolutionary shit. Now the revolution is the talk of the town when I've been doing it. They keep me shadow banned. But these motherfuckers that's talking revolution, this motherfucker got 119,000 views. This is the Humanist Report.
In class, they would respond to the sentiment expressed by those TikTokers by clutching their pearls. We know this because they were completely taken aback by the support for Luigi Mangioni's alleged assassination of the United Healthcare CEO. There's also always wall-to-wall coverage of any riot, and obituaries were written for innocent Waymos burned to a crisp. But more and more people are realizing that, hey, this is kind of a double standard. Violence in this country is kind of asymmetric, and if we don't do violence, that's unilateral disarmament, right? People are understanding that the politicians and pundits who shame people for applauding the Luigis and Waluigis of the world are also very violent themselves. In fact, they've been telling us now for years that we have to accept genocide and ethnic cleansing against the Palestinian people. Otherwise, we're terrorist sympathizers and anti-Semites. We're also told to just accept that our tax dollars are going to go towards our military-industrial complex, an average of $4,000 last year, by the way. And we're supposed to accept that because death and destruction is tacitly more important than healthcare and education. Right. So, this is just the way
the
things
homeless
have been.
and the veterans.
Things always should be. We've been conditioned to think that it is normal to have tens of thousands of Americans die every single year due to a lack of healthcare because there's a health insurance industry and, it provides jobs to people. So it has to exist. Your 401ks are also tied up in that. So we just have to accept that there's going to be thousands of Americans that die simply for not having healthcare in the richest country on earth. It rings hollow when the same ruling class that subjects all of us to that violence on a daily basis makes. But
even though he is a pacifist, like all the shit he's saying is right and true. Like we can look this up, but it's just like, I'm just pissed that you're a person that don't condone violence, but your content is talking about condoning a violent revolution against this government. You shouldn't even be talking about this. You should be, staying the fuck away, but you want the clicks and views, and you got the views. And you got the clicks. You got 14K likes.
I took 42 melatonin.
1,000. 119,000. That's almost 200K views. How many subs you got? I forgot. This nigga got 777,000 subscribers. God damn. I ain't pay attention to that. But still, though, you don't condone violence, and plus every other revolutionary type of rhetoric I hear, they always come off with this fucking energy. And, that's like the majority of the ones I heard. And like some of them are just try to come with some energy, but something behind it, like, bitch, you're a pussy. Shout out to Lil Key for calling them out. It's like, now you can hear it and you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Once you into it yourself, you would know. But yeah, man, these motherfuckers ain't about shit, so why y'all talking about it? You know what I'm saying? Now this shit is getting monetization. Now I kind of want to go back to TikTok and see just to see the climate, to see if I can get away with the same shit that these motherfuckers getting away with. You know, when it comes to the motherfucking rhetoric that I'm using, because they bringing the energy, but you can sense like behind it, you like, bitch, you ain't gonna shoot a great bitch. You ain't gonna shoot shit. You ain't gonna burn down nothing. Now all of a sudden you motherfucking, oh, man, nigga, I've been a revolutionary, you know. But I'm just mad because it's like, goddamn, if revolutionary content start getting popular on YouTube, I'm gonna be motherfucking pissed because I've been doing it. But they suppress my content because my content is real. I'm bringing real energy. I'm bringing real facts too, bringing the research and the news coverage. And I'm also bringing you music with the revolution in it. Hitting you with the music. And actual fuck the government podcast. You know, so like it's like, come on now.
Seem like we're the ones who are immoral for having no sympathy for a fucking, multinational corporation that lost some private property, when the same organizations could not give less of a shit if their own employees live or die. And nothing illustrates that more than this story from Brian Haas, who reports for the Western Edge about an Amazon worker dying at a warehouse in Troutdale, Oregon, which is a tragedy in and of itself, of course, but the response from management really speaks to the priorities of the company as a whole. Haas reports within moments of the man hitting the floor and dying, by the way, Sam, this is a coworker who saw his dead body, said a woman ran over and began performing chest compressions. The woman began to cry and screamed out for someone to help her. Sam, who has CPR training, asked her supervisor if she could assist. The supervisor watched the woman heaving her weight into the man's chest and gave no response. Quote, I started sobbing and said, I want to help, please. I know she's going to get tired and need to be subbed out, Sam told the Western Edge. The supervisor, who Sam perceived to be in shock, had a simple reply. It has to be management or safety team. Please get back to work. Quote, I need to help, Sam said. Just turn around and not look. Let's get back to work, Sam recalled the manager saying. As Sam stood in disbelief, watching the woman give chest compressions, the supervisor softly nudged Sam, tears in the manager's eyes now too. Please, the supervisor said, encouraging Sam to keep working. Now, at the time that I record this video, we don't know yet why this Amazon worker died on the job, but it's not the first time that workers at this particular site have been injured. But the manager very clearly was in shock and didn't know how to respond. And rather than just having a human moment and saying, yes, intervene, help, they defaulted back to the way that they were programmed to respond, which is with protocol and to get back to work. And this demonstrates that the manager had been trained by the corporation tacitly and inadvertently to value time and productivity over the lives of its employees. And rather letting that coworker sub in and do chest compressions, the manager thought, you know what, let's just go back to what we know and what we're here to do, which is make money for the corporation. Again, they were clearly shocked and didn't know how to respond and very obviously aren't suited to deal with those types of situations. But it speaks to how these large multinational corporations program the humanity out of you, right? This is the environment that they cultivate. And it's not unique to Amazon. It's not unique to any corporation because again and again and again, they make it very clear that you're valuable to them only insofar as you're able to produce profits for the company. But the second you become inconvenience and humanity gets in the way, you're no longer useful. And this is a more extreme example, obviously, but like think about how many other workers across the country have experienced blatant callousness from their employers too. You probably have stories yourself where you've been denied sick leave because you already used up all of your allotted sick days for the given year because you were too sick for too long, as if you can control that. Or maybe, you weren't given a cost of living raise despite the company's profitability because profits have to be higher than last year's profits to appease shareholders, and shrinking the labor force and giving you more responsibility without the pay raise is one way to facilitate perpetual growth. How many people had to deal with that? Like where they've taken on more responsibility because the company's trying to save money on labor, so now you're doing more work for the same amount of money. I've been in that position myself. I mean, our entire existence centers around profit-hungry corporations who are trying to replace us as soon as they can with AI or robots or new workers who are going to expect less since they've been with the company for, not as long. Meanwhile, the meager social safety net that we have to survive, that we need since corporations aren't paying people enough to live, is being gutted by Republicans so that way they can finance even more tax cuts for the rich to bolster, their already fat wallets and to, beef up our fucking military budget. Just useless shit that doesn't improve our lives at all. But if you dare to express disdain for the system that treats you like a cog in the machine and subjects you to nonstop cruelty and violence, you're apparently some radical extremist and you hate America, when in actuality, the feelings of resentment that this system fosters, that's not the result of political extremism. That is the result of prolonged suffering. Human beings can only take so much until they fucking break. And if nothing changes year after year, election after election, and you protested and volunteered and campaigned for your favorite candidate and did everything they say you should do, and yet nothing changes still, there's gonna come a time when just like, you're gonna check out, right? You're gonna check out.
Yeah, check out. But let's go motherfucking check these motherfuckers at their locations. Let's find Peter Thiel, Bill Gates, Dr. Fauci. Let's find their homes. Let's burn these motherfuckers to the fucking ground. Destroy these evil motherfuckers. These motherfuckers got names, faces, and their dresses. If a motherfucker can find Sam Altman's house, we can find Bill Gates. We're going to hang these fucking billionaires. We're going to fucking hang them. We're going to hang them all. Who needs their fucking home? We don't want to take their mansion. I want to blow that bitch the fuck up. Nigga, shit, nothing. On some real shit. Salute Casino, what up, though? Milestone. But like, yeah. But like I said, I hate passive pussy motherfuckers talking about revolution when they ain't gonna bust a motherfucking grape. Pause. That's the shit that pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers coming with that motherfucking revolutionary ready for clicks and views. Let me talk about the revolution. And plus, like, they always make sure they be like, yo, I don't condone violence. I'm a pacifist. I'm a pussy. Fuck that. They make sure they say, I'm a passive, I'm a pussy. I don't condone violence. I don't believe violence is the answer. They make sure they say that shit. Well, thank you for letting me know who the fuck you are. So if you get in my way, bitch, I will fucking kill you. But here's what's crazy is these same passive pussy motherfuckers, they still don't mind killing a nigga like me though. For telling them, bitch, you a pussy for not fighting the government. You know, a pussy for not killing the police that killed your motherfucking kids. Shout out to the man that got revenge for his kid being killed by the police. He came to the spot and ran that motherfucker the fuck over. Shots out. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Waluigi for killing the healthcare CEO. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker was better than the Trump fake assassination. Like a motherfucker wanted to take Trump's head off. He could have been took Trump's head off. But no, you shoot him with a magic bullet in the so-called ear, then it grows back. Nobody paying attention to the ear growing back on some reptilian. Or maybe the shit was all staged. It's like some WWE shit. And they made sure they held the flag down as soon as the shit was going on. Why drop the flag? Who's on flag duty for the flag to come down at the right time for y'all to get that photo op? Perfect photo op. But anyway, in the first video, like before it got fucking blocked, I'm talking about like after the first video, my YouTube didn't work for like a goddamn hour or two. So it was like, goddamn, let me go to the market, come back and cook. Right when I got done cooking and sat down to motherfucking eat some shit want to work properly now. It's like, man, dog, they know what the fuck they doing. So I'm making this part 2 to say, fuck YouTube, fuck big tech. I know y'all watching me. And I know y'all probably got agents and haters on YouTube probably watching me for you. Some of these motherfuckers probably on different platforms, on panels and shit with faggots. You know what I'm saying? Who knows where they at, man? But like what I do know is I got over 1,000 subscribers and only less than 20 people come to my fucking channel. So somebody's a fucking agent. If not hundreds of motherfuckers and agents, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't trust shit. I told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? I vibe with frequency, fuck with who's real. I fuck with people that's into music, art, literature, podcasting, sometimes gaming. Some of y'all gamers are fucking weirdos. Yes, I said it. Some of y'all motherfuckers that don't even have a channel, it's just like a motherfucking regular motherfucking, there's like a regular a letter. Most of y'all weird. I don't trust y'all. I really don't trust y'all. Y'all don't got no fucking content and no face. Y'all just hiding behind some shit. Especially motherfucker was like, I need to look more about the CIA. What? You don't know about the CIA. How old are you? You don't know shit about CIA, nigga. Like, you must be in your 20s. Because if you're in your 30s or 40s, somebody you don't know CIA, nigga, like, you either out the loop or you just trying to motherfucker lie to make conversation. If nobody know about the goddamn CIA, y'all stupid. Nigga, I've been hearing about the CIA since they bought crack in my community in the 80s. I need to do a deep dive. I'm trying to do a deep dive so y'all can conversate with my girl Vonta. I know what the fuck y'all doing. I ain't stupid. Not playing dumb to get some conversation going. But I digress.
Out. And if you feel this way, if you feel like you want to check out, that's the result of the system wearing you down, not political extremism. It's called human nature. It's why more and more people are openly expressing sentiment like this.
Fuck the whole United States of America, including me. Every day I wake up in this fucking country and I realize the only way to fix it is to burn this bitch to the ground. I have no confidence in politicians, elections. It's all an illusion of something better that never is gonna come. We are slaves to a system that fucking hates us and despises us. We as humans have a God-given right to live happy, prosperous lives, free from control. This is hell, and we should let this motherfucker burn.
That rant was incredibly cathartic to listen to. And listen, you can't fault.
Wow, that rant was very wow. And I've been saying that with my energy, real revolutionary energy, real extremist, anarchic, chaotic energy. That shit was I've been doing this shit, bro. Now everybody want to hop on a revolutionary train. When I carved my own lane, I carved this bitch. So I have every
political extremist, and you hate America. When in actuality, the feelings of resentment that this system fosters, that's not the result of political extremism. That is the result of prolonged suffering. Human beings can only take so much until they fucking break. And if nothing changes year after year, election after election, and you protested and volunteered and campaigned for your favorite candidate and did everything they say you should do, and yet nothing changes still, there's gonna come a time where just like, you're gonna check out, right? You're gonna check out. And if you feel this way, if you feel like you wanna check out, that's the result of the system wearing you down, not political extremism. It's called human nature. It's why more and more people are open.
What up, though, Jordan? Yeah, man. You must have got busy because I was waiting for that 6:30 live. Then nothing was happening. I took me a nap and everything. Try to wake up and not miss nothing. I hope I ain't miss shit. But if you starting at 11, I'm telling you now, I ain't gonna be there. Like unless you're doing it tomorrow. I postponed the stream. Cool, bet it up. Because I swear I woke up and I thought I missed because I took me a nap. And I'll be thinking I'd be taking like an hour nap. I fucking look up, it'd be like 2-3 hours of past. I'm like, God damn. So now when I take a nap, I got to set my clock. I love naps because I be lost in the dream world. Yeah, tomorrow, bet it up. But yep, I had to make a part 2. But yep, it's almost finished though. You might have to watch the playback. I think I got like 5 minutes left.
Expressing sentiment like this.
Fuck the whole United States of America, including me. Every day I wake up in this fucking country and I realize the only way to fix it is to burn this bitch to the ground. I have no confidence in politicians, elections. It's all an illusion of something better that never is gonna come. We are slaves to a system that fucking hates us and despises us. We as humans have a God-given right to live happy, prosperous lives, free from control. This is hell, and we should let this motherfucker burn.
That rant was incredibly cathartic to listen to. And listen, you can't fault.
Wow, that rant was very wow. And I've been saying that with my energy, real revolutionary energy, real extremist, anarchic, chaotic energy. That shit was I've been doing this shit, bro. Now everybody want to hop on a revolutionary train. When I carved my own lane, I carved this bitch. So I have every right to judge who gets on it.
Yep.
So let's play. I don't like pacifist motherfuckers speaking revolutionary rhetoric if y'all not gonna pull a fucking trigger. Y'all doing shit for clicks and views. I did it first. You know what? I'm coming back to TikTok to call that shit out. That's why I should do it. Yeah. So y'all can hear a person with the real motherfucking energy. These motherfuckers that's talking this revolutionary shit probably don't even know who the fuck Stokely Carmichael is. Or Kwame Ture. They're gonna think it's two different people, but newsflash, bitch, it's the same person. They probably ain't even gonna know who Robert F. Williams is. It's all about some revolution. You're talking about we should burn this bitch to the ground. Get the fuck out of here. How about say it with your chest, little ass nigga?
Him for feeling the way that he feels. The things that are supposed to pass by the masses, like Netflix and video games, those are no longer enough to distract us from the misery caused by the system. And the hope that things will get better after the next election, that's also not going to keep us going because, as he put it, elections feel like illusions to placate the masses and make people think that better days are possible, when in actuality, the people seeking power aren't interested in anything more than their own self-aggrandizement. And I'm not making an anti-electoral argument and encouraging people to not vote, but to his, when was the last time you actually felt excited for a politician in a general presidential election? Like, we're always forced to choose between the lesser of two evils, and those options get shittier each time. Like, it's always a competition between 99% Hitler. It's just who's going to do the least amount of damage. It's not sustainable. And after enough time, people lose hope in the system because they end up just viewing elections as a contests that aren't for them. They're contests exclusively for the ruling class where they elect new puppets, and you don't get a say. So if the election isn't going to change your material conditions, or you feel like it's going to change your material conditions, why would you even bother to vote? This is the thinking of so many people. I'm not justifying it. I'm saying this is why people are checking out of the system, right? People have felt this way for a very long time, and things are getting so bad that people feel like the ruling class has taken so much from us that there's really nothing left for them to take, and they're left with nothing, and they're so desperate that now they think that the only way to get anything done is to burn shit down. I mean, we don't even get the crumbs that we used to get. But the thing about hungry people is that they're gonna find a way to eat. And just a handful of oligarchs have been savvy enough to understand that it's also in their best interest to make sure that the masses don't go hungry too. As multimillionaire Bradley Tusk put it in an interview with LBC last year, quote, "If we don't do anything, it seems to me you could have a world with Elon Musk and 25 other trillionaires and 19% unemployment." And to me, that just means the French Revolution is coming. And it's not like this is some new concern for the rich, because way back in 2014, Nick Hanauer penned an open letter to his fellow plutocrats warning them that the pitchforks would be coming for them soon if they continued to deprive peasants of their material well-being. And he explains that regular people have to have at least some money for capitalism to function at all. And he argues, we rich people have been falsely persuaded by our schooling and the affirmation of society and have convinced ourselves that we are the main job creators. It's simply not true. There can never be enough super rich Americans to power a great economy. I earn about 1,000 times the median American annually, but I don't buy thousands of times more stuff. My family purchased 3 cars over the past few years, not 3,000. I buy a few pairs of pants and a few shirts a year, just like most American men. I buy fancy wool pants I am wearing as I write, what my partner Mike calls my manager pants. I guess I could have bought 1,000 pairs, but why would I? Instead, I sock my extra money away in savings where it doesn't do the country much good. And he goes on to call for more redistribution of wealth, but says that the alternative is to, quote, sit back, do nothing, enjoy their yachts, and wait for the pitchforks. But more than 10 years later, the ruling class didn't just sit back and do nothing. They've become even more greedy and more entrenched in politics and are spending more money than ever before to rig the system in their favor.
And that's why we're going to motherfucker come with the pitchforks and torches and kill all these evil motherfuckers. Another billionaire evil motherfucker told these other evil motherfuckers, yo, y'all don't motherfucking at least give back to the people, nigga. They're coming with the pitchforks and torches. And they laughed at, man, they ain't about to go do shit. They're too afraid of hell and jail. They caught up in political and religious dogma, man. They're not going to attack us. They're so caught up as an NPC and sheep to the slaughterhouse. We fucked over the world. We burning up the Black Wall Street, so you know black people ain't going to unite. We put crack in their community, so you know black people really ain't going to unite. And we caused division between black people, the bougie motherfuckers and the niggas and the real motherfuckers that's trying to make a change. Yeah, we got all the motherfuckers separated. Nothing gonna happen. Well, I tell you this, bitch, I'm killing all you evil motherfuckers if I got to do it alone. I don't give a fuck, nigga. All I need is a motherfucking 6-man or 4 to 6-man team in every major state in the country, and we taking down power structures. Man, shit. Because like most motherfuckers ain't down for the revolution anyway, nigga. Like, they'll throw me under the bus. So, shit, man, give me motherfuckers some small motherfucking Rainbow Six or some SOCOM teams, and we'll motherfucking take some shit down. On some spook who step out the dope shit. on some real shit. But yeah, let's hurry up, get up out of here.
More. And the problem with this much wealth inequality is that at a certain point, it's not just going to affect the working poor. It's going to inevitably disrupt the extravagant and luxurious lives of the ruling class who are living it up while the rest of us suffer. And the fact that they still have the nerve to flaunt their wealth, that's a whole choice in 2026 America. But to get back to the subject at hand, I don't know if Luigi and Waluigi are signs that the dam is going to break and, you know, some Mario character's actions is going to one day serve as the catalyst for the socialist revolution. But regardless if I don't know what's going to happen, I understand why people hope that that's going to be the case. Because when things are this bad, it almost does seem easier to start from scratch as opposed to continuing to try to reform a system that seemingly can't be reformed. Luigi not happy.
Yep, for real. For real. So with that being said, I just have to, you know, I have to finish off the motherfucking the only solution is revolution. And like what really makes me mad is they won't let me type in the only solution is revolution and it shows up on my main phone. I'm heated about that. I'm about to type it in again. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Yup. I'm about to type it in again. And tell me if you see it. Because I know there's somebody in the chat, but like tell me if you see this. Because I need some confirmation. All right, hold on. Sorry. Okay, hold on. All right, first things first, let's do a quick test. Fire emoji. The quick test. Fire emoji. Bam. With the symbol next to it. Now, I'm about to put the only solution is revolution. What the fuck? Here we go. Because I put this bitch in 3 times. I put this bitch in 3 times and it didn't motherfucking show up. It showed up on this phone, on a bullshit phone. But let's see if it shows up over there. All right, I put the only solution is revolution. Do you see it? Do you see it? I put only solution is revolution. You see it? Is that a yes that you see the only solution? All right, you don't see it. Bet it up. Bet it up. Bet it up. Cool. Thank you. Got my confirmation. Got my confirmation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is how I know I'm being fucked with. So now not only I'm being fucked with by AI, but I'm also being fucked with by a motherfucker that's making sure I don't type what I type. But yeah, the only solution is revolution. I put this bitch in. Yeah, they are really, they're not letting that shit ride. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. So you know what that means. Hold on. All right, let's play our track and we're gonna get up out of here. Yeah, they wildin'. They showed those fire emojis though. They showing them fire emojis though.
Yeah, we bringing it back. So cold with the flows when I spit it on tracks. Writing hardcore lyrics, gotta put it on wax. We can't tell lies, we be spitting the facts. Most rappers
I can put revolution.
do it for cash. I do it for the love with this lyrical blast. Going fast like flash when I'm whipping your ass. Let me slow it down quick, this a blast from the past. Underground flows with an old school vibe. Not you care to the beat and remember the rhyme. Real music, you can hear it, you can never deny.
Do it like this.
And join it out when we be keeping it live. From Detroit to Savannah, let the whole world see. Midwest, Southern soul, make the people believe. Spitting revolution lyrics so my people be free. Throw your hands in the air.
That's the only way to type it in.
Underground sound, it goes down in Motown. 50 your time, smoke a pound, we smoke clouds. Cold sound, everybody know what goes down. Underground
That's how I gotta
sound,
type it in.
back now, tell them, Jay.
We don't work around it.
Breaking it back. Hey. Back to the underground. Back to the underground. Where it comes from. Back to the underground. To where it comes from. Back to the underground. Where it comes from. Hey.
Let me throw fuck YouTube in there.
Break it back. Break it back. Break it back. Break it back again, spinning magic just like a paladin. Yeah, we gotta win. The underground is back again. For the ancestors, it's time to take it back again. Spinning magic just like a paladin. Yeah, we gotta win. The underground is back again. For my ancestors. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. The underground sound. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. It's time to take it back now.
You already know what it is. About to get up out of here. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Shout out to Jordan. All right, so you said you're gonna reschedule this, so they're gonna do it tomorrow. Around what time? Around what time tomorrow? So I could definitely be ready. Like around the afternoon, the evening, or night. It's Saturday. Do. Well, probably like around like shit. Last man fella, do you work tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow, but like afternoon or something. Okay, cool. Say around the afternoon. I'm gonna take a wild guess between the hours of 2 and 5. Between the hours of 2 and 5 or 3 and 6. I'm gonna be on the lookout for the afternoon. I know I'm gonna do a Saturday shit. I might do a HHN or a jam session. Who knows? Like I might do a jam session in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm off. Like the Detroit After Dark. I'm chilling. But yeah. Between 2 to 5, got you. Between 2 and 5, I'll definitely be on the lookout. But yeah, had a good nap today. Now I'm up and energized. Just got done smoking. Need to roll up another one, but I'm gonna wait. But I'll catch everybody in a minute. I just have to make a part 2 because the first live got fucked up by YouTube. Hashtag fuck YouTube. You already know what it is. But I catch y'all in a minute. Make sure y'all catch Jordan's live for the Veracity album release. Dropping albums. That's what I'm talking about. You already know what it is. And catch everybody on the playback. Peace.